Hi everybody, I'm Cheyenne Jackson and I'm here at Broadway.com to answer your questions. So bring them on. Michael, ooh, very discerning eye. They have gotten shorter, and it really wasn't a conscious decision, I swear. Really because as jeans fray, they just get shorter and shorter and shorter. But really, when we started the show, I wasn't really comfortable with the whole cutoff thing. I knew that I had to wear them, but you know, if you see some of the early publicity photos, they're kind of like mom jean, like skirts, like almost down to my ankle or my knees. Not so cute. Yeah, they did get shorter and shorter. We put some new ones back in now, so they're a little bit longer. Although for the Tonys, I wanted to pick my shortest ones ever, just because, I don't know, it was my time, you know? So I hiked everything up and tucked it all in, and there it was. Is that one right there, John? Full-on marriage, I would say maybe 5 to 7 on a good week. I get other kind of proposals, but I don't think they involve marriage. They involve other things. Yes, Seth, I was chubby as a child. Husky, they called it back then. When you go to Montgomery Ward's or Sears, you would go to the Husky department. I don't know why I have to say husky, but it just lends itself to that. I'm kind of over the 80s fashion thing. I know that that's not a very good thing to say since I'm in Xanadu, but it's just that because I see it every night and everybody comes and they have their little leg warmers on and their headbands. And although I will say this, I do like a short on men and women. I think, I don't know, I think it, you know, those long cargo shorts, it's like you can't really see what you're working with. So I do like a short. There's such crappy ones, but there are such delicious ones too. I love Project Runway. I think it's amazing that they can, you know, you could give them this and, you know, they could make an amazing outfit with it. I wouldn't do good with a reality show with like cameras all up in my face in the morning, just because that's not cute. I also don't have a good sense of direction, so Amazing Race would be out and Survivor would be out because I would die of hunger. So I don't, you know, actually, I was approached about being on The Bachelor soon after All Shook Up happened. They said, "Would you like to be on The Bachelor?" And I said, no. I don't think that would work out that well. Caroline, my name is from a TV show in the 60s called Cheyenne. It was a Western with Clint Walker. It was my dad's favorite show. Lonely man, Cheyenne, where will you be camping tonight? That was the theme song, in case you were wondering what that was. I did not like it as a little kid. I thought it was too weird, and you know, there were no other little boys named Cheyenne. And even to this day, when I meet a Cheyenne, it's usually like a little black girl. So it's taken a while to embrace my name. But I have 2 older brothers, and they are John and Chris. And then there's me. I mean, I'm Cheyenne. What else would I be? Oh, Joanne. Zora she's the best. She has had a very good summer. She has, it's so funny that people know my dog's name. Sometimes I'm walking down the street and people say, Zora! And she's like, who there? How do you know my name? Sarah Palin! Just kidding! Well, I am definitely a Democrat, and I was all into Hillary Clinton. But when that didn't work out, I'm an Obama man, definitely. Carla, it's very flattering. It's very nice. but also I know that it's not real. So, and what I mean by that is, you know, it's just, oh, I hate this question, just because there's no right way to answer it. Because nobody wants you to hear you say, you know, I was ugly as a child, and you know, when you hear supermodels go, oh, I was ugly and fat, and you're like, shut up, you were not. You're a supermodel, and you just were skinny and had glasses. So I get it, but yeah, this is a long way of saying it's lovely. Cheyenne is a creature of the stage. She loves it, she lives it, she breathes it. She gets there early, she warms up on stage, it's just, there are certain people that are just made to do this, and she's one of them. I love working with her. She's open, she's real, she's sexy, she's funny, and she's standing right there, and she told me to say all that, just kidding. And she's a really good kisser too. Not too much tongue, just a teeny bit, which is what you need. It was good. They are two amazing women in two totally different ways. We were right in the middle of previews, and they called me up and they said, Priscilla Presley wants to do a photo shoot slash press conference with live from CNN right in front of the theater, and I was asleep. It was between shows. I was like, oh my God. So I ran down there, and we stood in line, and I was meeting her, and you know, she was really lovely, and I put my hand around her, and she said, here's what you do, hon. She said, you look from one person to the next person, but you keep your expression the same, which is easy for her to do. And so I had my hand around her, and one by one, she said, you just go, but you never change your face and like, you know, so you'd really kind of keep it the same. That's what I learned from Priscilla. Lisa Marie, she's a tough cookie. Very sweet, but very like, she's not a hugger. Like I was like, hey, and she was, so. Cool though, cool chick. I mean, I can't imagine being born the most famous child ever. Andy. Oh yes, I did, absolutely. I knew from the very first read through that it would be something really cool. There are certain things you just know. There are certain songs and certain things that just connect with people that you can just tell it's something special, and it crackles and it's fascinating and interesting. I wish I had stock in it. Well, I'll tell you things I can't have in there. Ice cream, because if I get a thing of ice cream in the freezer, I think about it until it's gone. I think about it. I have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I feel bloated and depressed and gross. So I can't do ice cream, only little bits. Or I'll have a little bit of ice cream and then I pour like soap on the top of it so that I don't finish it. That's too much information. Peter. All right, now we're talking. This is the language I speak. My love of ice cream began a long time ago. My mom and my dad have huge sweet teeth. Sweet. They like ice cream. And I had this green glass bowl that they called my trough that I would have after dinner. We'd all eat our dinner, and then it was a long, big green, and they called it my trough, and I would load it up. My actually favorite right now is chocolate cookies and cream. Yeah, and it's heaven. Well, it depends on what worst is. The hardest job I ever had was I worked at Pondray Newsprint paper mill in Idaho, and everybody in our town at one point or another got to work at this paper mill. My job was to shovel wet paper into these big dryers for 12 hours a day, and it was not fun. But I think we made like $9 an hour, so I was rich that summer. The worst job ever, though, I think, probably, I worked in fast food. I worked at a place called Grizzly Drive-In Pizza and Ribs for 3 years. It was disgusting. Ariel. What's up, tall girl? I think it always has, really depends on your height. Can be a hindrance or a benefit depending on how you carry yourself. At first, I think it was a hindrance for me because I was like a giant puppy and I didn't know what to do with all of this. The only thing you have to do is get out of your own way, basically. Sometimes I think I've gotten typed out and I've not gotten parts because of my height, but I think majority I've gotten, I think it's helped. But there's been some funny ones. I did a production of West Side Story in Seattle. I'm almost 6'4", and my Maria was 4'9". What you pet her about? There. We did lots of balcony stuff. Fools the eye. Kelly. Actually, yes. I'm in the process right now. We are getting everything together, and it's going to be something. I've been thinking about it for a while, and people have approached me for about the last 2 or 3 years, but I didn't just want to throw something together. I really wanted it to be something great, and I think it's going to be. So look for it. Phil, why are you interested in Carrie Butler? I'm on to you. It's something that people don't know about her. Carrie's a very cool cucumber, for one thing. Anyone that knows her knows that she's very not easily rattled, and she's very goes with the flow, and she's cool. There is one thing that shakes her up, and that is when famous people are in the audience. She hates it. She loves it, but she doesn't like to know that they're there. And I love to just tease her and try to tell her who's there, and she's like, "Don't tell me who's here." And so I will just try little ways to accidentally let it slip, or I'll do a rhymes with, did you know that Pom Pruise and Patty Pomes are in the audience? And she's like, "Whoa, why did you know it?" So it's fun to drive her crazy in that way. So that's something that people wouldn't know. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for the questions. And come see me in Xanadu at the Helen Hayes, 44th and Broadway.